This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Maybe it's unfair to ask, but how much of the heat on Vader? Let me try to rephrase it. We just said that Shawn Michaels had a big blow up with Jim Cornette. Do you think that played into any of Shawn not wanting to work with Vader? I know you mentioned, well, he didn't like his gear and he thought he could be stiff, but also too, I'm sure Shawn thought, and I fucking hate his manager. We just had this big blow up. I just want to be done with this. If I work with Sid, I don't have to worry about smelly gear or getting stiffed, and I don't ever have to work with Jim Cornette again.
It probably had a factor. I don't know how big a factor, but I'm sure it had, Corny was closely associated at that point in time with Big Van Vader.
Yeah.
Leon White. So I'm sure there was some baggage that traveled along on that journey that Shawn was going to play upon. And of course, going to Vince, having one conversation with Vince regarding his issues, Shawn's issues, was all it took. And Shawn may have had the idea to put Sid in that spot. It's not a bad idea. You can't poke holes in Sid getting that booking. Sid, like you said earlier, looked great as a champion. He looked great in the ring. He had great presence. But the way it came about was totally unprofessional and unnecessary, quite frankly.
Your boy Bruce has said over the years, we didn't get the WCW Vader. We didn't get the monster Vader. That guy was gone. We got the guy who got beat by Hulk Hogan's leg drop. Do you agree with that?
Not really.
Me neither.
Not really. It's how you booked, how you brought in. We didn't do vignettes on Vader of any significance. We didn't set the table for him. I understand Bruce's point of view, and I'm not disagreeing just for the sake of disagreeing. JR disagreeing with Bruce again. That ain't it. I thought we got what we thought we were going to get, and but it didn't work out. So you got to put the blame someplace. It couldn't be the booking. Couldn't be creative, for God's sakes. It couldn't be how we presented the guy, and the fact that Leon probably didn't get the quality time in front of Vince that he should have. I think that's the case. So Leon didn't have a big fan club there, and I never did understand why. I think he was stiff at times. He was very physical, but I never heard of him hurting people. Having a stiff match is a different ballgame than actually going out and injuring people. And I don't recall. I might be wrong about this. Fans listening could probably point that out better than I. But doggone, I didn't remember Vader being a guy that every time you work with him, he sent somebody to the hospital, or they're off work because of the injuries due to his match. So I understand Bruce's point, but I also think that Leon was looked at differently in WCW as a talent and as a man than he was in WWE. And I can't exactly tell you why, because I don't know the answer.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.